Whoa, this is still up. Hello there, chat. I don't know what the fuck this is. Create card history, and history creates heroes. You too can experience the chronicles of duels that have been passed down throughout the generations. This event will have exclusive rules that promotes cards from the archetypes in the solo mode scenarios, such as Monarchs, Elemental Sabers, and World Chalices. There are some cards that cannot be used, as they are not part of an archetype, or belong to an archetype that has not been featured in solo mode as of January 2023. In addition, some cards cannot be used for game balance reasons. Oh, that's all it is. Hello there, chat. Hello there, first-time viewer. Punishment duels? Thanks for the resubscription, tight pussy. I can't believe I said that wrong. Tight pussy. XXX. That's not any better. Tight bussy. Drink ASMR. I bought hot cocoa. It's all gone now. An MB2 watcher? Probably. It's the dual logs of the dual logs, dual logs. Hello there. Ooh, I drew into full combo. Excellent. No, not excellent. I didn't draw into all of them. Okay, activate the punks. Set 2 cards. And pass. And hopefully they're playing a deck which is floodgated properly by Necro Valley. Playing punks again. I thought I would play a little bit of Punk Exodia in order to warm up the gaming muscles, you know? You guys ever start streaming and then you need to just like do some warm-ups before you get to the real duels? That's what this is. Some ducks are basically untouched. Trickstar Burn, Burning Abyss, and others are gutted to oblivion. Generator, Runic, and Labyrinth. That's because they're not in solo modes. Surprise early stream? Yeah, you see, I have shit to do today. I woke up today and I was like, I'm only going to do 2 things today, and then I'm just going to like take the rest of the day off. And then I saw how much work I have to do, and I was like, oh. Oh, fuck, never mind. I'm so behind on work that I need to hire a voice actor ASAP. I need to compile stuff to send it to Hardleg Joe to get him to do some recordings. That's if he can actually do it. He has already like shown interest in the past. I really need a VA because I'm so behind on voice work. I've already done so many of them this week, and I still need to do like 6 more. And it's like, oh my god. No wonder I'm always so busy. There was a time before I had the Magic and Pokemon channel in which I could do it, which I could barely do it. I didn't know that this is my limit. King of the Skull Servants. Hire the Watch Mojo? No, we want good VAs though. That's why it's hard to just hire someone. Because you need to first hire someone who can do it, and then hire a good person who can do it. Heck yeah, draw a card, and then destroy it. I only have 300 life points left. Let's go whites. Hire the Foot Lettuce dude. I'm pretty sure the Foot Lettuce dude probably makes more than me. Any cheap decks for the event? I have no idea. Maybe. Okay, let's add Foxy Xiamin to my hand. Yeah. Let's see. Necro Valley does gut his deck, thankfully, but I can't put my monsters in attack position. Because there's the fear that he'll summon out another King of Skull Servants. And I'll do it anyway. I fear no god. Don't you think changing VAs maybe stops some people from watching, maybe like your voice more than anything else? Yeah, that's why I haven't done it for so long. But I've gotten to the point where if I want to expand further, I need to hire more VAs because I can't do all the work myself. It's too hard. Doing VA work is a lot harder than you guys would think. Hire the British Pegasus sounding guy from the stream the other day. The British Pegasus guy. You mean Merryweather? I want to play Plunder Patrol. I want to get much higher. I still have no idea how to play Plunder. You know, I think a guy with 1 million subs on YouTube is a little bit outside of my payroll. That's why it's so hard to just find someone. You need to find someone who both has a good voice, can actually do script readings, and... Oh, I didn't even think that the attack is so low that this won't matter. Can do script readings, and isn't already an established content creator who's too expensive to hire. Most of the people who do have those experiences, who can do script readings and have a good voice, are already established content creators. Oh my god. That's a lot of attack point values. How about trading your voice to get modeled by AI, Mr. Logs? Ooh, that would be awesome. I would love that. The battle phase? I forgot his attack is so low. Draw a card. Battle phase. Why is this card only once per turn? Now the King of Skull Servants is going to destroy me. Get old Jama Lime to do your next video. I don't know if Jimbles knows how to do script readings. Script reading is something that requires a lot of experience, unfortunately. You can't just teach it to someone. So I need someone who already has experience doing script reading. I can't just hire someone with a nice voice. Is Dark Arm Dragon legal in Master Duel? It sure is. No one plays it. And post an ad on a college dorm? Hell no. Hire Miwa? Oh! Look at this fucking hand. 4 pieces of Exodia. Oh my god. What if I just draw into the last piece of Exodia? I know I can do it. I just have to believe in Jesus. Albion the branded dragon. Just draw the foot next turn. I'm trying. I have one form of interruption. I am trying to survive for the last piece. I'm fighting for my life out here. Can you make a Why Nobody Plays short, but call it Why Nobody Came to My Birthday Party? All my friends came to my birthday party, though. Well, nope. Looks like I didn't draw the one card in my deck I needed to win. That was crazy, though. I've never drawn into, like, that many pieces in my opening hand before, though. All your friends, so one person? True. Another chance! You think he'll give me one more chance? He gave me 2 turns to draw all my cards. What are they bricking on? Yeah, exactly. There's no way they have nothing. Maybe they're just afraid of my back row. Oh my god, they're giving me another turn. Okay. Last turn. Come on, I can do this. Just gonna draw the last piece of Exodia and I win. Nope. Not happening. My game plan. I don't have a way to recover cards from the graveyard. I'm ham-boned. You should have done the shiny draw. If I had dual skills, I could have searched the card out. And now you draw the last piece? That would be hilarious if I drew the last piece now. That ain't gonna happen though. Ooh. The card affect the targets. If this card Crasher's Wild. Put this card up. What the hell is their hand? I have no idea. I don't know how they haven't been able to get back at this yet. A failed Destiny draw? I mean, it was crazy I drew into 4 of them in the first place. And I don't have the life points in order to gain some more cards. You did not get the last piece because you did not shout my deck has no pathetic cards. True. Dragon Maid Tiding. Dragon Maid Tiding. At least I get to draw a card because he targeted my card. Don't I have another card that does something? If your opponent activates a card effect that targets a punk monster, you can target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. There we go. And now I have no cards in hand, and they have a branded opening this whole time. Why didn't they just use it? I think they were just super scared of that face down card. I'm gonna play Karakuri's in the event. Why? Hi Logs. Hello there, Stardust Synchron. What are the chances of viewer? I think pretty low because they have a Korean name. Maybe it's secretly just a TheDuelLogs fan? I doubt it. Normal summon driver for game. They're so flexing right now. I only had 500 life points left. Let me take a look at their hand. Oops, wrong button. Oh, they were playing a grass version of the deck. Oh, so they were playing Grass Dragon Maid with a branded engine. That could explain why they bricked for so many turns. TheDuelLogs fan, no such thing. Exactly, I don't have fans. I have people who tolerate my existence. I still know what to play in the event. Any suggestions? I have no idea. The Live Twin Amazement? Live Twin Amazement Labyrinth, specifically. I tolerate you so hard? Awesome. At least someone does. Let's add Ziam in. We are actually your best friend? Cool. 3 more months before 1 year. Why am I still here? Chase with haste. Why are you still here? You should just, like, stay around forever. I want to place Ice Bears for the event since they didn't bother banning any of them. But Ice Bears suck. Of course they wouldn't ban any of them. I have a question. Logs, what solo gate deck do you think will be the best for the event? Trickstars? I'm surprised they have a thing for Trickstars on there. Or the new Mutants. Dude, I have to submit my questions for my interview with Blizzard soon, and I have no idea what to ask them about. I forgot that was something I had to do. What is the one thing that chat always asks of you? I have no idea. Magistus Charmers, does chat ask me of anything? I'm playing 6 Sams for the event, and if that fails, I'll play Danger Dark World. And if that fails, I'll learn Megalith. I can play Megalith Fossil. Megalith Fossil? Megalith Fossil Fusion? Your question for what? I have an interview with like the head lore guy at Blizzard. For WoW specifically, I mean. If he's a VTuber, it's the TheDuelLogs of the TheDuelLogs of the YouTube channel, the TheDuelLogs. Dude, I was looking at my YouTuber Wikipedia page, and I can totally tell my manager edited part of it. Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Ask him if he likes big-breasted goth girls. No, the questions had to be lore related. You guys don't know anything about WoW lore. I was on, after raiding Hina Bobina last night. I stayed around her stream for a bit, chatting. In chat, obviously. And they went into the topic of, the WoW lore stuff. And I was like, ooh, what are some good questions? And they all had terrible questions. That just showed they didn't know nothing about modern WoW lore. Other than what YouTubers incorrectly talk about on videos or hyperbolize. And I was super surprised that so many of them even knew WoW lore in the first place. Like, holy shit, there's a lot of WoW players. There's a lot of WoW players in Hina's community. None of you people know anything about WoW. They had terrible questions, but like, I was surprised so many of them knew so much to like even participate in that conversation in the first place. Are we absorbing? No, I haven't done the Bone Tower stuff yet. I'm still warming up. Is there lore for WoW? Of course there's lore for WoW. Oh, Kaiser Coliseum. I can completely lock him down. I only know the lore of LOL. LOL. Troll lol. Activate Kaiser Coliseum. Hell yeah, look at all these floodgates I have. An attack with 900 points of damage every turn. Hopefully they don't have a way to destroy all of my floodgates. WoW has tons of lore. They do have tons of lore. I love WoW lore. We're going to start a WoW lore series on my channel. We have the first video up. It's on the dude who's editing it's Patreon. It'll go live next Tuesday. The only lore I know is Game of Thrones. The only lore I'm super proficient in is Game of Thrones, World of Warcraft. And I think that's it. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any other. Oh, a lot of various animes, I guess. Thanks for the sub, Concussion Crab. Excellent name. It reminds me of Hina's Dark Souls run where she's like a crab person. I don't really get it. A WoW anime win? I would love a WoW anime. That'd be cool. Aluber, the Juber of the Bester of the Despias. Aluber, the Jester of Despians. How much for a House of the Dragons watch along? Dude, I watched the first episode of House of the Dragons and I thought it was boring. So I didn't watch the rest of it. I should probably cancel my HBO Go subscription. I only started it to watch the series. And I watched one episode and I was like, wow, this is terrible. And I stopped. Wait, they can use this? I thought they can't summon at all while Kaiser Coliseum is on the field. Even if they use their own monster as a material. Oh my goodness gracious. Kaiser Coliseum. Lubellion. It'll probably fizzle. No, it didn't. You can't activate a card if you can't use it. Which is funny. In Magic the Gathering, you can activate cards even if you can't like resolve the effect. It's crazy. Also, Magic has this one system. Where, you know how in Yu-Gi-Oh you can, like, miss being able to, whatchamacallit? You can chain block someone, like Fluenderees, how they chain block their summon all the time so you can't, like, Ash Blossom them. Well, in Magic, you can just, like, choose what chain you want to negate. You don't have to negate in order. And it's crazy. I was like, that's like a lawless wasteland. How do you keep track of all of that? Masquerade, the Blaze Dragon? Where's your big dude at? You absolute buffoon. That's right. Declare an attack. Attack my dude so I can draw a card, you absolute buffoon. Ooh, Magician Souls. And then we'll activate this card to blow him up. Oh, I guess I can just bring it back and attack again, huh? Oh no, did you waste your taxes? Oh, can they not do it in the battle phase? No, they can't. Oh, I need to control an Xyz monster. Where'd all his cards go? I need a way to gain life points. The strategy kind of folds into the fact that I don't have any ways to gain life points. Okay. Activate Magician Souls. Special summon this card. Is that Ulner? Imagine using the extra deck. I know, right? Cringe. Activate Magician Souls. We'll send this to the grave. And activates a card that targets a punk monster. At the start of the damage step. Yeah, Crash is the one I want to send to the graveyard. Ooh, another Wild in and Out. Excellent. Normal summon. Punk Ziamin. Activate its effect to search out Foxy Toon. Necro Valley is on the field. Oh, I forgot about Necro Valley. You can't even use his card. You absolute buffoon. Okay, time to use Foxy Toon to special summon a card from my deck. We'll send this card to the graveyard, search out another one. Now we have 4 cards on the field. Ooh, I can go into this one right here. You can, if this card, when this card can attack a number of times, each battle phase up the number of monsters attached to it. Yeah. Twitch never tells me it was a stream till like 25 minutes in. Why even bother subbing? Yeah, Twitch sucks. That's why you really need like a streamer to have a schedule. That way you can actually like make it to streams on time. He's activating his effect. Go for it. Idiot. I have Necro Valley on the field, you absolute buffoon. Link Karibo. Okay, and then we attack. Logs has a schedule? Should I have a schedule? You guys want me to have a schedule? Do you guys like watching my streams so much that you want to like make sure you make it to every stream? Hazukashi. If I ever get to a point where I'm not busy with work, the main channel stuff, I'll make a schedule again. Dude, this card is crazy. It attacks 3 times. They have a Mirror Force. Are you kidding me? Another one? What is with all these gold players using Mirror Force every single time? Oh my god. No, of course, it's not like I like your streams. Why do all of these freaking gold players play Mirror Force? It's everywhere. I'm always having to deal with a gosh dang Mirror Force. Man, I'm trying real hard not to cuss. It is just so ingrained into my natural vocabulary. So close for game. 2,000 life points left. I don't have any more punk monsters. I think I'm literally all out of them in my deck. And they set one monster and they're gonna pass. Are you heckin' kidding me, right, Meow? How? How is it possible? Oh well, my win condition is Exodia anyway. Ooh, once per turn, you can tribute one punk monster, special summon this card from your hand. I am just gonna set this card and pass. Hopefully the card they used was like an Ash Blossom. Left arm to attack for game? No, they probably have like an Ash Blossom face down. I still have Kaiser Coliseum. I can stall them out. My win condition is Exodia, not punks. I'm all out of punks though. Gravedigger Trap Hole could do the trick. I don't play that card though. Just want to ask, what are you playing for the event? I'm learning Painters? I have no idea. I'll probably just play a bunch of different decks for it. The TheDuelLogs seriously just set his expired driver's license. My maximum C. TDL, the TheDuelLogs traps are garbage. Crying every time an opponent wrecks him with a battle trap. You see, the context being, my decks suck. If I was playing a meta deck, it wouldn't have been there. It would have been gone. Set this and pass. I made an invoked Spellbook Striker deck today, and it's just all drawing and nothing else. All I do is draw and search cards. Invoked Spellbook Strikers? Oh, I guess that's a good way to get draws. Yeah, you see, this way of drawing cards is incredibly inefficient, which is why I thought it would be a great warm-up deck. Runic Exodia. Ooh. Play your best meta deck. Bicorn Mill. Oh my god, that is my best meta deck. Ooh, a reload. Heck yeah, let's reload this hand. I could use this to draw some cards. We'll send... I need to send the ones in my hand to the graveyard. This one and this one to cycle through for 2 new cards. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I can just flip this one face up and then go into the Dark Charmer and go into Nightmare Unicorn? No, that's dumb. A dark monster, if its card's destroyed, will allow me to search out an Exodia card. Hi, Loggy. Meowie. Meowie. The first clip on my clip channel where we talk is going to come out soon. Oh, I can't use the effect because of Necro Valley anyway. Ooh, it's just enough to beat over one of those cards. Necro Valley, I know. I'm not an absolute buffoon. He knows. Yeah, I'm a genius. He's trying to use the effect again. Oh no, it's... Will this trigger PTSD? No, it's a pretty tame clip. There's nothing bad about it. It will come out in like an hour at 6 o'clock my time. Logs isn't an absolute buffoon. He's half a buff. A buffoo. A buffu. Tame? It is tame for as far as those kinds of clips go. Man, I don't think he understands how Necro Valley works. We need some Blue Dragon Summoner deck to search the Exodia pieces when destroyed. That's not the point of this deck, though. The point of this deck is to search out copious amounts of spell traps with the punk monsters, and then use Magician's Souls to turn those into regular card draws. And then use Reload in case I want to turn those cards into just card draws as well. He really likes the bazoom sound effect. Exactly. Does anyone know how Necro Valley works? It's been errataed. Yeah, you can't move cards out of the graveyard. That's basically it. What did he send? Albion? Okay, good. I was scared. If he had sent Natis to the graveyard, that might have actually been a problem. Uh-oh, they just searched out a card that can't be destroyed by an extra deck monster. However, stalling out only benefits me because I play an Exodia deck. An incoming Floor? He still can only summon one monster. Oh no, if he searches out Dogmatica Punishment. Yeah, I have Imperm. I can just stop this. No punishment for you. Have you made a Spellbook of Judgment Exodia reload deck? No. I should though, that sounds fun. Someone remind me in 2 seconds to make an Exodia Spellbook of Judgment reload deck. The XYZ is banned. What XYZ? Pretty sure there's a card's active effects. Oh, hello there, Aku Meowie. How are you on this fine Saturday evening? Are you out having a good time? Hanging out with friends? And or working on productive activities? Should have played Wall of Illusion. Isn't like Hyper Hammerhead better? I just got home from festive activities. Excellent. This card was sent there. You can add one or set one branded spell trap directly from your deck. Nice. I don't think they can do it though unless they can use exactly Dogmatica Ecclesia as one of the materials. Bro, it was whack. What was whack? That movie night was fire? That's one way to describe it. For sure. At the start of the damage step, get a punk monster off the field. I want to convert these into card draws with Magician's Souls, but I don't want to give them an extra board to use unless I crash Magician's Souls and have it die. Stalling time? And I can just do this. Magician's Souls. I can get 2 card draws this turn. It just always does this. His name is Jesus is King. I love it. Send that to the grave, and then this one to the grave. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, get Necroed. Okay, and then I can use both of these cards to go into Nightmare Unicorn, I guess. Is your name Ash Blossom? I need to have another Link 3 in this deck that's not just Nightmare Unicorn. Oh wait, isn't this game? This is game unless they have another Mirror Force. Which I know they don't, it's Branded Fusion. Wow, they got stopped. Do you think Fallen of Albaz, along with its fusion monster, Album Letinus, the Albus Dragon, would work decently in Buster Blader decks? They don't really need it. Buster Blader is a 1-card combo. Buster Blader is always just like a few good pieces of support from being actually meta. Because like with 1 card, they can go into a Synchro and Fusion that locks down your opponent's field of monsters. Like there isn't really an archetype that can do that. It's good. The problem is that if you stop that 1 card, then they can't do anything. Sure, it's a 1-card combo, but it's like the only card in their deck that can do the combo. Yeah, it's not like they're 4 cards away from Malevolence. They're like, they need a good deck that can supplement their 1-card combo. It also requires a lot of resources in the main deck to accomplish. A family talk question? Spellbook Exodia? Okay, I'll make a Spellbook Exodia deck. I need to clear out one of my deck spaces, though. Toss a coin 3 times. I do like the toss a coin 3 times deck. What is this card? Transmission Gear. I'm just gonna delete this gamble deck. And then add in Transmission Gear. And I'll remove 1 copy Oh, also, I want to remove 3 copies of the Sand Gambler because this card sucks ass. And we'll just put in more copies of this. There we go. Toss a coin 3 times, deck. Meowie, what are you doing? Oh, she's just spamming emotes. Meowie, when are we going to have a Yu-Gi-Oh collab? I tried asking her and she's like, no, don't talk to me, idiot. And I was like, one of these days. Oh shit, what the fuck is that? How do I turn that off? I think I accidentally fat fingered this like command up here. You guys can see it on stream, right? It says like FPS. Yeah, you guys can. Oh no, I can't hear you. Shut up. See, I told you. Only 100 FPS. How do I turn this off? 64 GBs of RAM. Dude, when I bought this computer, I had double the amount, but my fucking motherboard would not take it. Like, it literally would not... The computer would not turn on if I had all 4 of the slots filled up. Like, this computer, I got it, like, broken. I thought Leah was going to teach Meowie. Oh my god. Did you guys see what happened? No, there's probably lots of you guys who didn't see what happened yesterday. How do I turn this off? What's the command for this? Alt-R? Is it seriously? I'm just pushing buttons. Control-O. Alt F9. What if I just close the program and turn it back on? Just turn off your PC. Alt F4? Yeah, I tried Alt F4. Let's see if that works. That should work. It looks like it's gone now. What is that program? It's this program I use to watch my my fan. Because sometimes it turns off and then my CPU might overheat. This is the content I tune in for. Excellent. Control-Alt-Delete. I don't know if Control-Alt-Delete would do it. Spellbook. You mean the Golden Light karaoke? No. So there was this streamer who was streaming called Saka... Let me give her a shout out. She's a pink-haired VTuber who I did get to sing Golden Hour. Sakana Sushi. And there was like a redeem in order to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So she's like, yeah, I have Yu-Gi-Oh! Installed. I can play it, but I need someone to teach me. And I typed in chat, I was like, I can teach you. And she's like, okay, sure. And then Leah immediately was like, no, I'll do it. And then she like spam chat and Sakana was like, oh, okay, Leah, let's go. I think Leah had like her own thing planned that day and she canceled it just so that she could do it instead of me. This story. Yeah, I don't know. And then she like posted about it. She posted about it as like an impromptu collab in her Discord server afterwards, to make it more legit. Yeah, she did it specifically just so I couldn't do it, which I thought was kind of hilarious. And she had other shit planned that day, and she canceled it just to do that. And I went to her chat earlier, like, oh, I forget. Sakana came to my stream later on that night to apologize. Yeah, she's streaming right now. She has such a comfy stream. She's playing RimWorld. She listens to music. Occasionally, she'll take breaks to like sing karaoke because she has a pretty cheap karaoke redeem. She's a pretty decent singer. And while she's listening to her music, she just kind of sings along to it. It's super nice to just have on while you're like working. Logs, I thought I was getting bot rated. No, we were just talking about you. Oh, because you got a whole bunch of followers? Yeah, I told them there was a pink-haired VTuber, and they're like, hell yeah, pink-haired VTubers. That's a vibe? It is. It's so relaxing. I highly recommend it. No more WoW videos? There was a WoW video like 2 days ago. What do you mean? I spent a really long time working on that. I love RimWorld so much, so I watch every now and then. I have no idea what's going on in RimWorld, but I still watch it anyway. If anything, I prefer that she's not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Otherwise, I might be too invested, and it would distract from my work. Hi, Sanera. Okay, so... I'll check it now. Yeah, I recommend it. Obviously, it's up to you and your own personal preferences. I always tell my my streamer friends who think that whatchamacallit, my shoutouts have given them like a big boost. And I'm like, dude, do you have any idea just how not nice the internet is? If you're not interesting, they won't stay around. Like, if they stay around and keep watching you, it's because you're doing something right. I can't force people to stay around if you're not interesting. Yeah, exactly. The internet's very toxic. It's like, I'm not the one forcing them to be there. The people who are there because they like you. That's what I'm with D&D. Hell yeah, I love D&D. You forced me to stay around. But you're not interesting and we still stick around? I mean, like, that's different, though. Like, I have the advantages of doing interesting content. So even if you don't find me interesting, you do want to watch me play bad decks against meta decks, so that you don't have to do it. Because I know I would want to watch this. Like, if I knew a streamer who did what I did on stream, I'd watch every goddamn stream. That'd be so interesting. You know how much fun it would be to watch someone else do these shitty decks? I'd be around for every single stream, even if he was the most boring person in the world. Like Bicorn Mill? Yeah, exactly. Play Cubic, you want to play deck so bad? Dude, I have played Cubic like 20 times. I played too much Cubic. I was a little bit hyper-fixated on Cubics for a bit. Your content forced me to watch all your YouTube videos? Excellent. I'm good at being bad? Yeah, exactly. And Akumiao is good at having a good voice. Cubic best decks? I love Cubics. He played too much of it. Yeah, everyone in streams like, please, no more Cubics. Chat was, they didn't like the Cubics very much. They thought they were boring, but I liked them. They were fun. Liquid Max is reviewing your top 10 Shadowlands raid bosses videos. He's surprised you didn't put Denanthras at number 1. He's surprised I didn't put Denanthras at number 1? Oh, that's because I did watch his tier list video when I was doing research. I think he put Denanthras higher. I just don't agree. You see, when it came to my top 10 tier list, I was doing based off of community feedback and my own personal biases. Oh no, a bad girl? There's no bad girl redeem. As the Cubics mans, I approve of this streamer. Hell yeah, I love Cubics. Chat, relax. I'm the Cubic God. You guys need to stop distracting me. You should play BLS. I love BLS. So reload. Where's my praise redeem? Praise redeem? Meowie, you have an excellent voice and a cheerful personality. The community is honored by your presence. Cubics for meta? Cubics can be meta. Like, honestly, some of their cards are kind of cracked. And they lack like a once per turn on all of their searches, which is just insane. I forgot what I was looking for. Oh no, why did you distract me? Now a bad girl redeem? What? What are you talking about? You want me to say something bad about Meowie? I can't think of a single bad thing to say. I already have reload in the deck. A single bad thing to say about Meowie. Let's see. P-A. I think I was spelling it wrong. I don't remember what... This isn't giving me an idea. Here we go. Oh, never mind. I can think of one. Meowie. You... Let's see. Oh, no. I have to do a bad voice. Ask Meowie for a favorite deck. Meowie. I can't believe that you don't respond to all of my DMs immediately as soon as I send them at 3 o'clock in the morning. How could you... I don't actually do that. I can't think of anything. You weeb. How could you? I actually have like a rule about not DMing people at night. Because sometimes I might like sad post to someone. So I just have like a strict rule where I just don't like initiate conversations at night. I would block you, and I don't actually do that. I can't think of anything bad to say about her. You sent me an emoji to my whole response this morning. This guy. What'd you want me to say to that? Thanks for the resub, Fightmare XP. It was an emoji. Well, I mean, I could tell you what the conversation was about, but I don't think Meowie wants me to. But yeah, I gave her an emoji to her response. I once talked about this with friends. You should not talk to people late at night because you're probably too tired. He did? No, don't. No, I'm not going. I said you probably wouldn't want me to talk about it. So I said I'm not. Not that I am. Yep, it sounds like classic logs. Yeah, that's the emoji I use. Yeah, I only... Well, no, I will talk to people, because, like, I also talked to Hina last night after her stream. But, like, you know, very brief conversation, and I wasn't the one who initiated it. Otherwise, I don't, like, message people first, like, late at night. It's just, like, a blanket rule I have. I break it sometimes, but not often. Talking is an exaggeration for emotes. No, the emoji was this morning. Made Spider win? Maple asked me for my PNGs and stuff, and apparently she's gonna model something for the Made Spider redeem to make it better. I don't know exactly what she's gonna do. Logs got Hina mad? No, we were talking about let me look at my DMs real quick. We were just talking about Chainsaw Man. Upstart Goblin. I don't think that's what it was, but I don't remember what I was doing. You are Asmongold of Yu-Gi-Oh? Dude, I wish. Talking is an exaggeration. I love the late night you up texts. Oh, I don't do that. I never message shit like that. If I message someone, I never do like anything less than a full sentence. I don't ever go like hey or hi or like what are you up to? It's always a full ass conversational starter sentence. Like, hey, how was that thing you did, you know, like 2 days ago? Or hey, what's up with this? Thank you for your Prime. Was there a Prime sub? Card destruction? I guess that can work. I need to have like a top 10 list. Best like generic draw cards. What's the name of that one card which adds a card to your hand? Technically isn't a draw card, but it is a spell card. Chicken Game? Not Chicken Game, but like Chicken Game is good. Small World? Yeah, Card of Fate. There's a lot of card draw cards. Okay, I think these are all the generic ones. Besides Into the Void, which we can't use in this strategy. There are Dark World Dealings. I guess Dark World Dealings works too. Oh, right. What I was going to do is have a whole bunch of hand traps. I can stop my opponent from playing the game. Wait, wasn't I supposed to put Exodia in this deck? What was the point of this deck? What's this deck? I don't remember. What's the win condition? I'll put in Cyberstein as my win condition. I don't want to play Exodia. My win condition is to search out Cyberstein. Summon Jiaojin. Spellbooks are self-deck outs. Yeah, I should have Jiaojin in here too. Jiaojin. And I'll play like one-ofs of a whole bunch of hand traps that can stop my opponent from playing the game. Hopefully. That way I can draw into them. What are these the only hand traps that exist? The goals draw a whole bunch and then chain, reload, and Prage for Exodia. Do a Venominaga deck. Oh, that's so hard. Orbital Hydrolander, Fossil Pachycephalo. No. I guess I should add Exodia to the deck. I'll remove Cyberstein as a win condition. Okay. Exodia. Related cards. Which one of these feet is shiny? Okay, there we go. I need to get rid of this card because it doesn't work in this deck. Metal Foes Fusion. I don't know if that would work. Okay, so this is a hard once per turn. I need to remove all the cards that are hard once per turns. Well, not remove them, just go down to one copy. There we go. Exodia Spellbook. Cup of Ace? No, I think this is good enough. And then let me just fill the extract with a bunch of random bullshit. Axis Code Talker. Ooh, the moon is stuck. Yeah, we need shiny feet for this deck. The Myutant Field. No, we should go with the Spellbook Field. The Spellbook Star Tower. Okay, there we go. Why are you guys all spamming feet? You degenerates. Oh, I already know about that. I feel like I was going to do something and then I just forgot. Do you guys remember what I was going to do? Sniff? I need to make new emotes. I need more feet emote. Are we getting any math mech with linear equation cannon anytime soon? No, you see, linear equation cannon only works with decks that mill a lot, so it doesn't really work with math mech. By the way, I bet all of my channel points on your loss. Excellent. Bone Tower Mill? I will do Bone Tower Mill. I'll do all those decks eventually. I'm still warming up. We've only been streaming for an hour. You know, some streamers like talk for an hour before they start their streams. Instead of talking, I thought I would just play absolutely garbage decks to tank my ranking before I start playing my better ones. I appreciate you actually customize your decks, unlike some people online that just have default stuff on, which is so boring. Wait, what do you mean customize the deck? Oh, you mean the customizations? Well, of course. Like, why would I not do this? The default board's ugly. Linear equation cannon doesn't work with math mechs? Yeah, ironically, it does not work with math mechs. Ooh, one card and then set. Excellent. Let's activate Spellbook of Judgment. Hopefully they don't stop this, otherwise I'm literally gonna shit and fart. Cyber Dark Invasion? Nice, now they can't stop it. You absolute buffoon. You incorrigible moron. How dare you. Spellbook of Secrets. Let's search out Spellbook Magician from the deck. Normal summon Spellbook Magician. Most of you also don't have Logs Infinite Uncle Jims. Yeah, that's one of the advantages I have, is that I have like every card in the game and tons of gems. So, like, most other streamers don't really play a variety of decks. That's mainly because they don't have the money to play a variety of decks, because it's kind of expensive to build more than, like, 1 or 2 decks. You know? Is he gonna shit or cry for playing Star? Okay, I'm all out of cards. I can't do anymore. I'm already out. So, whale? Who's whaling? Not me. I can't believe I'm all out of cards. I can't do anything else. I also have Jiaojun in my hand, so I can't even special summon him from the deck. Select 3 cards to add to your hand. 1, 2, 3. Well, at least Chicken Game can save me if my opponent doesn't read. Special summon a monster to the field? Sure, whatever. All these cards but no moves? I can't believe Jiaojin's in my gosh dang hand. DuelLogs isn't a whale, he has an uncle who works at Konami? Exactly. Here, I'll show you guys the emote. Medolce Field Spell is Deer Note. I want that Medolce Field Spell. Then I can convince Mari to play the game. Wouldn't you guys like to watch Mari play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and complain about everything? I really want to get her to play World of Warcraft so that I can watch her talk shit about everything. I think that would be funny. Oh right, I have Spellbook of Fate. They're attacking my card. Go for it. Mari underscore EN. Who? The Yu-Gi-Oh bitch? Yeah, Mari underscore EN. The nepotism log. We love nepotism. Every day I wake up and I thank Jesus for nepotism. Add a spellbook spell card from deck to your hand. So if I normal summon Jiaojin, I should be able to use this normal spell card. No, it doesn't. I have to use this. Asking for a friend, Logs. What class do you recommend for beginner? Priest. I'm just kidding. Definitely a hunter. Okay, and then we add Spellbook of Judgment. Awesome. Then we activate Spellbook of Judgment. You should try asking Haruma Red. That's me. Draw a card. Activate Upstart Goblin. Reload. Ooh. Activate Spellbook Mastery. Select a card to show to your opponent. Select a card to copy. I think I'd rather copy this card right now. Select a card to send to the graveyard to draw 2 more cards. Activate Spellbook Starhall. Okay. Activate Spellbook of Life. Select a card in the graveyard to banish. Select a card to show to your opponent. Select a card to special summon from the graveyard. Okay. Now that I have a Spellbook card on the field, I can use Spellbook of Fate. Banish 1 card your opponent controls. This one, and this one. Okay, I don't think I've used the search for this turn yet, have I? Activate Spellbook of Eternity. Have I used Spellbook of Secrets this turn yet? I don't remember. I think I did. I think I used it to start all my combos. I'll just grab it for next turn anyway. Okay, get it back. Excellent. Alright, okay. And then during the end phase, I can draw a whole bunch of cards. No, I don't have enough cards in my deck to search. So End phase. It is the end of the phase. Activate the effect of a card. I think I want to use reload first. That way I can get some cards in my deck to search out. And hopefully bring out Jiaojin. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, they don't have to be unique names? No way. I didn't know that. Jiaojin. Okay, and then activate another one. Did I get another one? No. Ah, damn it. I didn't draw into another one. I needed more reloads. I should have just waited. Okay, discard 5 cards from your hand. Sure, I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They also had Ben K. What? Huh, so it seems instead of blanket banning an entire archetype, they just banned the most prominent members of each archetype. That's a good way to do it. Like, there are a lot of archetypes that don't function without, like, just one card. Like, take away Branded Fusion from Branded and they're garbage. Absolutely unplayable. Take away Mathmech Circular from Mathmech, garbage. Absolutely unplayable. Cosmo is completely untouched. It's because Cosmo is garbage. Completely unplayable. They literally don't touch Nordics at all because they're so shit. Do they ever blanket ban archetypes? Yeah, they did that with the Dragon Rulers. I think that was like the only time though. Dragon Rulers as a concept were so incredibly broken that they banned the entire archetype. Which is insane that they made a mistake like that so early in the game's history. Well, it wasn't early. The game had been out for like 10 years at that point. I sometimes forget Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like 20 years old. Do you think Turbo Gamma Seal with World Chalice would be good in the new event? Turboing Gamma Seal? Probably not. Dino is also bad? No, they're not. What are they doing? Why are they attacking my cards? No, leave Jiaojin alone. He's just a little dude. He's just a little guy. He's just trying his best. Now they can special summon. Now they can go hog wild. Block Dragon is also legal, which made Megaliths at full power. Cyberload Fusion. Activate Maxi. You absolute buffoon. I have lower life points. I take no damage right now. Oh wait, no, they can special summon a card that pops back row. I guess I just figured they'd not take any chances and just blanket ban archetypes not featured in the gates. Oh wait, they can only attack once though. Yeah, I mean that's what they did, didn't they? Block Dragon is also legal, which seems Megalith is at full power in the event. Well, Block Dragon's legal because it's used in the Gem Knight decks. I know that because I've been trying to do those for a while. Oh my god, I drew into a Ghost Mourner. Not that it matters, because they don't take any damage this turn. I think I just wasted the Ghost Mourner, to be honest. I forgot about my own chicken game, too. Don't worry, Issa. I'm stupid as well. Ooh. And shuffle the rest back into your deck. Okay, let's activate Card of Fate. So I can get one of the Exodia pieces to my hand. Maybe. It's basically just draw one. Rebirth of Judgment. Once per turn, you can declare one monster type. Monsters in the graveyard become that type for the rest of the turn, even if this card leaves the field. Okay. The thing is, there's nothing really connecting a lot of archetypes. Some decks have unsuitable parts, and they're including the blanket bans. Are you going to write every single exception? Yes. If you want a healthy metagame, Spellcaster was selected. Why? Why did they do that? Okay. Cyber Dragons needs Clockwork Knight added to the game. What's Clockwork Knight? You know what would be cool if they added to the game? Sprites. Have you guys ever looked up a public deck list and noticed like a whole bunch of cards missing from the list? It's because it's probably a bunch of sprites. Ooh, I got it. Clockwork Knight. No results. Okay, well, let's activate Chicken Game to draw 2 cards. Draw 1 card. Alright, let's activate Upstart Goblin to draw another card. Okay, let's activate Spellbook of Secrets to thin my deck by a little bit. To get into the Grand Spellbook Tower. Activate Upstart Goblin to draw another card. Another Chicken Game. Okie dokie, I can draw another Chicken Game. To draw another card. Hopefully they forget Chicken Game exists. 3 cards left in the deck. You think I can reload and get Exodia? Nope. There's 3 cards left in the deck. Hopefully I can mind game them by them forgetting that I have Chicken Game on the field by setting a card face down. It was the exact same hand. It was... I traded out 1 piece of Exodia for another one. What's the trap they have set up? They don't do anything right now. One of them does have a destruction effect, though, unfortunately. You've got this. I'm trying my best. If Logs wins and this is a paid actor, there's no way. The better question is, who loses to Jelly Cannon? Shut up. Clockwork Knight has been released in the TCG. I looked it up and it gave me no results. Clockwork Knight. Blame the Sidra player. Clockwork Knight, Clockwork Knight. Oh, it did give me something this time. It was spelled wrong last time. Hopefully, they keep forgetting about Chicken Game. Oh my god, Cyber Aletin? Uh-oh. If this card special summon, send all other face-up monsters on the field to the graveyard. Don't destroy it, don't destroy it. Draw a card. Please draw a card. Draw a card, draw a card. Thank God. Oof. He doesn't know. He is unaware. He drew. Dragon was selected. Battle phase. He is unaware. I have 1 more turn to draw stuff, and I know my deck has nothing good in it. Literally garbage cards. Oh, wow. Awesome. Oh, I can draw a card with Chicken Game. If this last card is the last piece of Exodia, then I win. Draw a card. Got it. Spellbook of Exodia, too easy. Infinite draws with Spellbook Exodia. You won due to the effect of Exodia the Forbidden One. Paid actor. Scripted. This is why I stay in gold. This is how you have fun with the game. You just stay in gold and just play these garbage decks. Hi, YouTube. Yes, hello there, YouTube. Let me remove some of the cards that were just like completely dead draws. Get rid of that one. Spellbook Star Hall is probably fine. I could also probably play this card. As well as... As well as another maxi. Engage drones Kagari engine to draw. Oh yeah. That'd probably work too. I could also probably run the Magician Souls engine. Metal Foes Fusion discard for hand size limit. 1 day of peace would be not half bad. 1 day of peace wouldn't be half bad either, you're right. 1 day of peace. Oops, I spelled peace wrong. 1 day of peace. Sky Striker. Oh my god, there's 2 Kagaris? Magical Mallet? Magical Mallet might not be a half bad idea. Okay, so this is the Kagari engine. Oh, I'm not running 2 Kagaris. I'm not going to craft another Kagari. Are you kidding me? Right, meow. Linkage. Special summon monsters from Exodia for the rest of this turn, except Sky Strikers. Also summon another card you control the graveyard, and if you do special summon a Sky Striker ace monster from Exodia to the extra monster zone, if you have at least 1 dark. Oh, yeah, I guess linkage would work too. Okay. Okay, linkage. Should I play? I don't want to play. I don't want to. I'll go buy some packs. I want Mathmech Circular anyway. Okay, let me get rid of some of these cards that are actual garbage. I don't need all these hand traps if I'm going with this engine. And linkage, triple scheme. You can't be Sky Striker once you become legal. I need to get rid of 1 more card. What card do I get rid of, chat? Oh, 1 copy of Maxi, duh. Exodia, why not play a 60 card Grass Exodia? Because that doesn't exist. Also, don't hate Sky Striker on Twitter. We'll cancel you. What? You can play Rishka as a spellcaster. Clara and Rushka. Clara? Who the hell's Clara? Clara and Rishka. Considering the main phase 2. 1 normal summon / monster. Well, that's a good idea. But the thing is, I already have enough like spellcasters. That is nice to have just in case though, from the Max C. Let me get rid of this one. Okay, that is enough Exodia. Now let's get on to the main course for the day. I reload instead of mallet so I can activate it during the end phase, specifically. Bone Tower Mill Synchro. You see the difference between this one and the original one is that this one can actually keep playing if the combo is stopped. And that's it. Oh, I should play the zombie vampire. Vampire, absorb my bone soul. Great. Hilarious and original. 2 Mayakashi monsters. Yugioh Mathmech Final Sigma. I don't think I can go into this card. There's 1 more card I was going to play in this deck. Oh, Algol. Algol. Cool beans. 1 Algol. Why am I playing Solemn Judgment in this deck? Bone Tower Meal. Okay. Change cards. Well, I do want to select this deck, but like... I wanted to edit the... Oh, whatever. That's fine. Also, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. Hello, gamers. It's me, the ghost of content creation advice, coming at you from the distant future, where everything is lovely. So, have you ever thought, wow, my stream is growing too fast. I just want to halt my growth. Well, I have some tips for you. Tip number 1, ignore chat. People aren't watching a live stream to live interact with the streamer. They actually are just fan of 2010 Let's Plays and just want to focus on your epic gameplay. For bonus points, don't talk out loud when you're thinking of doing things in your game either. Just sit there in silence and occasionally say things like, darn, died again. Or, nice, an upgrade. Or just make random noises. Not noises related to the gameplay, mind you, just like completely random noises, like practicing squirrel mating calls. Tip number 2, stream less than 20 hours a month. It's been proven that streaming longer and on more days leads to more growth, especially if you're a growing streamer. So make sure to only stream a few times a week, and only for a little bit. Next up, we have never post clips. Clips on YouTube are a reason a lot of the most popular streamers grew on Twitch. Make sure to avoid doing that. Hiring an editor takes money away from you, and learning how to edit yourself is time better spent arguing on Twitter, or just like not doing anything, you know? Ooh, this is a fun tip. Speaking of Twitter, make sure you post all of your personal information on Twitter. Having a bad day? Make sure to let everyone know. Be vague about it too. Never reply to anyone who's concerned about you either. This is my favorite tip. Next one, don't have a schedule. Just stream at random times. A schedule allows people to plan their time to better be able to tune into your stream, especially if you're your favorite streamer. So if you do it at random times, they'll only be able to watch when they happen to see a notification. Next up, we have beg for followers in chat. Make sure you go to people's chat and just beg them for follows. Follow for follow, because if they follow you, then you can follow them back, and it's a win-win. You guys are following each other for fun. This is an excellent way to halt growth and ruin your brand. And speaking of brand, make sure you litter your stream with brand deals. Just get as many as you can. Doesn't matter how much they pay. If you have a brand deal, that means people know you're legit. So just like load them on them everywhere. And if you follow these easy tips, you too can halt your streaming growth and be a non-successful streamer who just does this as a hobby and not as a job. Yay! Also, make sure to lick your mic. $10 reward. Hello gamers, it's me, the ghost of content creation advice, coming at you from the distant future. Oh, I double muted my mic. I was like, wait, I did unmute it. I was like, oh, I double muted it. No, I was saying like while I was muted, it was like those ads I play while I'm on break. It seems like such a no-brainer good idea that I'm surprised no one else I know does it. Like, I've told them they should do it too, but no one listens. Let's see, select a card to add from your deck to the hand. This one. Add it to your hand. Yes. Are you sure you're unmuted now? Of course I am. Activate Hajin. Special summon the graceful Mayakashi. Activate Yuki Musume. And then send... Well, I can't exactly get Bone Tower in the graveyard right now. Not unless I can somehow normal summon the card in my hand. So instead... if I can get Solitaire out... No, I still can't set it up. I need to get 2 sends to the graveyard. I'll just send Mizuki to set stuff up. The ads take effort? Well, I mean, if you're going to take this seriously, you need to put effort into your content, you know? No Gozuki? I didn't draw into it. Also, why am I playing Solemn Judgment? Okay, summon this card out. Special summon. No Eldritch? Why would I have Eldritch? Activate Daki. No Maidens. What do you mean, no Maidens? No Vendreads? Shut up. Logs, when's another Snorlax plush getting delivered? I haven't bought another one in a while. You should patent that. I'm pretty sure I took the idea from someone else. I just don't remember who. You have to remember, there's no such thing as an original idea when it comes to content creation. Obviously, the ads I make are original, but like the idea to play, you know, your own video, I'm pretty sure someone else did it and someone showed it to me, and I thought that was a cool idea. Hell yeah, Gashi Dokuro. Special summon out Daki, the graceful Mayakashi. Special summon out this card. All of my ideas are original, originally someone else's. I read this book called, like, Steal Like an Artist, and it basically goes into, like, explanations of, like, there's no such thing as an original idea when it comes to art. And if you see something that looks original, that's just because you don't know what the reference is from. So, like, everything has been done already, and chances are, you just don't know what the references are from yet. So, like, if you see an amazing, like, piece, an amazing video, an amazing, like, music, and you're like, wow, this is completely original. Well, it's like, well, it's original to you because you don't know what the inspirations are from. Because, like, all artists take inspiration from other artists. That's why people were, like, so enamored to find, like, this one... There's, like, this case study of this person who, was, like... They were completely cut off from humans. And they were reintroduced into, like, human society. And they're like, oh, we have someone who has no inspirations when it comes to art. And they had them draw stuff. And their, like, drawings and paintings are, like, on the internet. And they're, like, they're weird, man. It's so weird seeing someone's drawings who are completely uninfluenced by other art. Like, that is, like, the only original artist ever. And, it's not very good, but... Wait, they're playing Cup of Ace in just a freaking Predaplant deck? During your main phase, fusion summon one dark fusion monster from your extra deck by using monsters from your hand or field as materials. Whoa. Let him go. He got 2 Cup of Aces? I mean, he sat through my Mayakashi combo, so obviously I'm going to sit through his combos, whatever he does. I showed them Turn Mater last week? Really? That's unusual. Rigged? I know, he got literally 2 Pot of Greeds. It made it into a video? What made it into a video? A skill issue? I know, right? For real, for real. Is he gonna use his Predaplant Bufolia? What is this? Bufolia Kula. Bufolia Kula. Did he just normal summon Darlingtonia Cobra? Darlingtonia? What is he doing? Instant fusion. Okay. Bufolia Coolio. And then chain branded opening. I don't know about that branded opening. He's cooking real hard right now. He's definitely trying his best. I really try to pronounce all these names properly, but it will never happen. True, same. That's why I'm kind of surprised his disdain towards AR-generated art. I mean, artists themselves have inspiration. It goes AR. The inspirations are from data sets. They both use inspiration to make new art. It's the same thing. No, the reason people don't like AR art because it actually just, like, uses other people's artwork and, like, copy-pastes it into, like, a new one. It's different. If it only used, like, you know, royalty-free assets in art for its whole thing, no one would really care. But it's the fact that they take other people's art and put it into their database that people have an issue with. If they had an AI-generated program which only had user-submitted art, you know, people were like, okay, you can use my art if you want, and nothing else, no one would care. It's the fact that they're not doing that. They're using other people's arts without their permission in order to feed their database. Even if it steals, yeah, it steals the watermark sometimes. It identifies data points and images. It doesn't understand the image at all. Yeah, it's like the people who make the AI art things. They could use royalty-free images if they wanted to, but they don't. They use other people's stuff without their permission. That's like the main debate right now. Like, if they just like solve that problem, then AI art will be like a huge asset. It can't draw hands either. It can do okay. Whoa, Sparving Venom Fusion. Did he just super poly his own monsters? Wow. What? I mean, I'll solemn judgment this. What is your opponent doing? I have no idea. I guess my monster is water, so they can't use her as like a material. Oh no, my Yugioh, the absolute zero Mayakashi, is the reason he's cooking because his monsters are starving. Oh my god, I actually lost. Because I paid so many life points. I only have 2 copies of Solemn Judgment in my deck, mind you. And I drew into both of them. I drew into 2 of them. What the hell, man? That's such BS. What are you doing, Logs? My best. I need more ways to get... What is another way I can send Medzuki and or Soul Absorbing Bone Tower into the graveyard? Chat, I need some ideas. What about card destruction? No, hand destruction. Card destruction is the discard 2/1. Immortal Dragon? Gozuki? No, not Gozuki. That requires a normal summon. Dark World Dealings is better than Gozuki. Lost is someone who unironically used Cup of Ace? Shut up. Painful Choice? I would love to use Painful Choice. What about Cannon? Cannon what? A Droplet or Twin Twister? No, I would need the card in my hand in order to do that. But you're right, those are 2 good options to get cards out of the hand. Cannon what? 1 copy of Linear Equation Cannon? You know, you might be onto something there. You might be onto the dumbest idea I've ever heard. Jelly Cannon? Oh, actually, let me do this. We need another copy of Algol. Not 2 fucking Solemn Judgments that I draw my opening hand. Reasoning? Ugh, there's too many cards that I could mill instead of that. I mean, to be real, I think if everything was considered fair for AI art, most artists would either still complain not happy with it because of the chance of job elimination. Maybe. Ooh, did I... Oh, I drew into a Soul Absorbing Bone Tower. If you control... When a Mayakashi monster is spelled summoned to your field from the extra deck while this card is in your graveyard. If you control a Mayakashi card other than this card while this card is in your hand or graveyard, summon this card. I need to not have my shit negated. Come on, don't negate any of my stuff. I didn't mean to say the S-H-I-T word. Activate Unizombie. Select 1 face-up card on the field. When a Mayakashi monster is spell summoned from your field to the extra deck. I don't think I can do this. I don't know how to do this from this angle. Like, I can definitely special summon this card out, but it's not going to do anything. Look, I got out Bone Tower. And I can set it up for next turn with Psyframe Lord Omega. This honestly isn't a half bad starting hand. Looks like a win con. Exactly. It's bone time. Okay, standby phase. Standby phase. Activate the effect of Cyframe Lord Omega to return Medzuki to the graveyard. Did you guys know Cyframe Lord Omega is the best zombie monster in the game? Yeah, it's bone time. They're playing Blue Eyes White Dragons. Omega hit. Dust Tornado? Oh no. Oh no. Karibo? During your main phase, once per turn, send one door monster from your hand deck to the graveyard, and if you do, the target monster gains stack equals a level times 100. Let's stop this so he doesn't get Blue Eyes in the graveyard. Duel is to be, man. Oh, I could have did the combo by just summoning Daki and then using Yukimisume. Dust Tornado. This guy is playing Duel Links for real, for real. He just set 3 cards. I hope none of those are Mirror Force. Okay. My turn. We drawn 2 Unizombie. Excellent. I should be able to do the full combo. Alright, Cyframe Lord Omega comes back. His Dust Shadow goes back into his hand. Then I can activate Medzuki in order to special summon Soul Absorbing Bone Tower from the graveyard. Alright. Then I can normal summon Daki, the Graceful Mayakashi, special summon Yukimisume from the hand. Then send 1 card from my deck to the graveyard, which I will use on another Soul Absorbing Bone Tower. And since I special summoned a zombie, I get to mill 2 cards, and now I can go full combo. Awesome. Okay, we'll use these 2. Go into the level 3, bring back Daki. Mill 2. This is going to take a while, chat. So, how was your day? Did you guys have a fun, fulfilling Saturday? Did you go out and explore the world and meet new peoples? Ooh, Whitestone of Ancients. Hey, if YouTubers can milk chat GP for content, I think this topic is fair game. Wait, what are you guys talking about? Are you guys discussing the ethics of AI art? Without me? I forgot today was Saturday. Dude, this Saturday, you want to know what I did for this Saturday? I woke up and it was like, I'm going to take the day off. I'm just going to do a little bit of work. And I looked at what I need to do and I was like, oh no, I have like 5 deadlines that need to be done ASAP. And I don't have enough time in one day to do them all. And I was like, oopsie doopsies. TheDuelLogs take a day off? Unlikely. I know, right? Tengu. Soul Absorbing Bone Tower. And then we go into Daki, the Graceful Mayakashi. Okay. Oh, I probably should have hit Medzuki in the graveyard. Not another one of my Bone Towers. This man has a 60 card deck. He does have a 60 card deck. And it looks like it's a full RP deck. Okay. This card and this card. This is why you don't set deadlines. Well, it's not deadlines. It's more like I have people waiting for me to finish voice work so they can start working. And I'm the only one who can do voice work. And we have 5 people waiting for me to do voice work. And the thing is, yesterday there was 0 people who were waiting. It's just a whole bunch of people finished work all at the exact same time, and I didn't have anything like prepared because I was behind because of the World of Warcraft video and the sponsorship I had to do, where I spent like 2 days working on it. Can we watch Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds? It's Saturday? I was thinking about it, but I'm still not caught up on work, so I need to, like, as soon as the stream's over, I gotta get back to work. Swords of Revealing Light too. Yeah, he's playing like a full RP deck. You can save time if you don't watch every Meowie stream. No, the thing is, I work during those streams. Like, if I'm in someone else's chat on stream, that means I'm working. Okay. Then we can go into Yugioh, the Ice Mayakashi. Yugioh, which will activate Soul Absorbing. Wait, isn't there like a Link 3? Did they ever add the Link 3 to the game and I just forgot? I don't think they did. I think the Link 3 is still not out yet in Master Duel. 29 cards. We don't have it yet. Gosh dang it. So I can go into this one, but it requires 2+ zombie monsters. Which means Soul Absorbing Bone Tower goes to the graveyard. I think we'll just attack. There is a zombie... Oh my god. Mirror Force. Of course it was Mirror Force. Of course they had a freaking Mirror Force. Why wouldn't they have Mirror Force? Ooh, more mill. It's an RP deck, exactly. Not expecting Mirror Force. Every gosh dang deck in this freaking tier has Mirror Force. Oh my god, they saved it. Oh my goodness gracious. Calculated play extender. Logs is a genius. Well, we milled 30 cards. That's not half bad. And you can search it with Bloom. I should play Book of Eclipse. Come on, Duelist B, you can do it. His name is Bishafia. Wait, what did he use? Oh, he's gonna get a Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon. Wait, why didn't he just go into Dragon? Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Oh, and then they're gonna use its effect to special summon Blue Eyes from the hand? Holy shinoli. There's a Blue Eyes, and then he can activate the effect of the field spell, right? In order to increase his attack by an additional 800? Destined Rivals, that negates the effects of all of my monsters on the field currently, and the ultimate creature destruction. These tactics. His brain is so big. What if someone else had to do a voice record? It'd be funny to have like a little logs. Yeah, I am looking for, like, that's one of the things I have to do when the stream's over is, like, set up materials for other voice actors. He's going to destroy my Mayakashi. Isn't Skelly immune? Skelly is immune during the turn it's summoned. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, activates its effect. This face-up card is unaffected by other cards' effects. Oh, no, it's just, it is immune. Oh, you're right. Hazukashi. I thought it was just for one turn. I'm pretty sure it's only for one turn. Because his effect was negated, so obviously it wasn't the case. It says this turn. This turn. Oh, it does say this turn. Yeah, you're right. I'm a genius. Okay. I got this. Dust Tornado. I was waiting for that. Don't worry, I have the mill. It's just gonna take 2 turns to do it. Okay, normal summon Unizombie. Activate Unizombie. Select one card you control. Change its level. Send a Medzuki from the deck to the graveyard. Ooh, I can go into Vampire Fascinator and steal one of their cards. Or I can use Yuki Musume to special summon to the field. Oh, I should have sent a Bone Tower to the graveyard first. Okay, and then activate Medzuki to bring out the Bone Zone from the graveyard to the field. Then go into this level 3. Into the extra monster zone. Mill 3. Activate Daki from the graveyard to come back. Please don't say Bone Zone. But they're coming out from the bone zone. The bone tower zone. If you could make an archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh, what would you make? Spriggan support, of course. Okay, then we activate Mizuki number 2 to special summon out Bone Tower number 2. Ooh, and that triggers the other one. He has no idea what's in store for him. It has to go into the extra monster zone. Winged Karibo, he's playing a pure RP deck, and he's about to get Bone Tower milled. I bet I'll see his post on the Master Duel subreddit. I was just playing my deck, and my opponent milled my whole deck in over 2 turns? Only 2 turns? Question mark? Why is this game so unbalanced? The Bone Zone. Yeah, 4 cards every mill. He only has 13 cards left in his deck. I think it'll win this time. Okay, special summon the level 7 using the level 5 and the Daki on the field. Redditors, have you guys ever been to the Master Duel subreddit before? It is full of exclusively new players, and it's kind of adorable. It's the darkest player. Like, I didn't know there were so many just like people who were that new to Yu-Gi-Oh! That were brought in specifically for Master Duel. It's so bad. Nothing's organized. Yeah, that too. Check his deck later. I'll check his deck after, sure. Okay, and then we totally got it. This one and then this one. Adorable as Latios. Gross. New players and returning players in old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Are adorable. Yeah, they're like so excited by their Blue Eyes deck specifically. Always Blue Eyes. It's never anything else. That freaking dragon structure deck has to be like picked 99% of the time. I don't think anyone else picks a different structure deck when they start this game. Okay, let's activate these two in sequence. I picked Junk. I think I even picked the dragon one, to be honest. Okay, and then we pass to win by deck out. Like all gaming subreddits, they often demonstrate they don't understand fundamentals of the game sub it's based around. True. Just like the World of Warcraft subreddit. Your opponent ran out of cards in their deck. I did it. I milled their deck. Guys, I told you I'd play Bone Tower Mill Synchro. And I won against such a meta deck too that it was insane that I can't believe I've pulled that off. Let's see. Yeah, this is just like a dragon. Wow. Ra's Disciple and Obelisk. Not even Soul Crossing. Ra's Disciple. A single copy of Obelisk. How are you searching this card out, my dude? Why is it whenever I get a good hand to start off with, I go against players who take 20 minutes? 20 minutes? Holy crap. Through the skill destiny draw. This deck is not very good. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be brutally honest even. 2 Ash Blossoms. Oh, he does have 2 Ash Blossoms. Well, they do give you like 1 for free. Okay, what's up next? Gimmick Puppet Leo. Dude, I built this deck before Runix came out, and I haven't been able to use it. I don't even remember how to play this deck. It's been so long. Two stones, that is literally the best card. True. Mr. Logs, you should play that guy's Brick Eyes. I already played Brick Eyes yesterday. I can't play Brick Eyes 2 times in a row. Okay, now we have Gimmick Puppets. I don't know how to play this deck. Ooh, ditching my Lightning Storm for Bigfoot. Excellent. Cool, and 2 cards that only have graveyard effects. Excellent first turn. Logman, why Akiza? I thought Akiza would appeal to my male audience. So I use it as like a channel mascot. DD Swirl Slime. Uh-oh. For no specific reason. Exactly. You were right about Akiza. I knew it. It's psychological to buy the logs. You wanted to catfish? I mean, I have a very deep male monotone voice in every video. So there was never any confusion. Even my early videos had... Well, the earliest videos didn't, but like very early on I started using voice. Carly's great too? No, she's not. From a visual, aesthetic point of view, Akiza's outfit is way more flashy. Her design is more appealing. Carly's too plain looking. Yes, she is Logs. Mr. Logs, you played Blue Eyes and Red Eyes before. How come you've never played Dark Magician? Are you waiting for Illusion of Chaos to be released? Have I never played Dark Magician? I think I've just played lots of Dark Magician engines and decks, and I just forgot to play in pure. I like Akiza 2, but then Season 3 happened. What happened in Season 3? DD King Genghis Kong. Turtleneck hides a lot. Wait, that was their full board? They're not going into that one overpowered Xyz monster? And they even crashed evenly. Wow. That's it? I was expecting like way more than that. They didn't even go into their synchro, their link monster. Mr. Log, how's good is Pure Punk? It's garbage. Awesome. I drew into another one that I can't get into the graveyard. I think I need to go second with this deck, but it's not a very good going second deck. Mr. Logs, what are your thoughts on Gold 5 branded Despia players? They're trying their best. The deck is good enough to get some wins. Crow, the Blackwing guy, was originally supposed to be a Dark Signer, but people loved Blackwing so much they asked if Crow was going to be a Signer, so they changed the 5th Signer from Leo to Crow. What the hell is a Signer? A signer? I know it's signer. I'm saying it wrong on purpose. Have you seen those jokes? Haha, I'm acting like a fool. Oh no, he's a fool. It was a jest all along. I was merely pretending. Sure. If they can't get out a goal with Brandon Despia, they have some problems. They're trying their best. The joke of the joke is that, like, if you pretend to be stupid, people are just going to think you're stupid. And it's like, okay, you pretended to be dumb. Congratulations. Log says it wrong, corrects him. 5Ds is a lot of meddling. I think his storyline was dropped because Carly's VA was found to be a cult or something. I think the storyline was dropped because the show sucks. It's my opponent's turn. I'm just waiting on them to do stuff. In Japanese, it said signers. No, it didn't. Oh my goodness gracious. Ooh, what does this do? You special his card, but discard one gun pub monster, banish this card from your graveyard. Your opponent Ooh. Ooh, pretty neato. If your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 higher than yours, you can target 2 gimmick puppets and your monsters in your graveyard. Ooh, let's set this one. Let's activate Danger Bigfoot. Let's hope we don't hit Bigfoot. Hit to the graveyard. Oh, fuck, my nose is itchy. Ooh, nice hit. That was amazing. That was so convenient. Now I just need to get out one more card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one other Gimmick Puppet monster to bring this card out from the graveyard. You said the F word? No, I didn't. Okay, I have the Gimmick Puppet of Dread out. Special summon. I can finally go into Disaster Leo. Guys, I have Disaster Leo finally. Gimmick Puppet of Leo. And then I can use Rank Up Magic Argent Force to go into the next card. I can finally win. I'm doing it. I'm going for Gimmick Puppet instant wins. Oh. Activate Rank Up Magic Argent Force. Targeting this card. The win is assured. There's no way I can possibly lose this. The Aqua Meowie video is out. Cool. This is the one, right? Yes. The Chaos... Oh my god, it has a summon animation. I wasn't expecting that. Neither player can target this card in the field with card effects. Once per turn, detach one from this card and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. During your end phase, if your opponent's life points are 2,000 or less, and this card has no materials, you win the duel. Gimmick Puppet Leo. Let's send this one to the grave. I'm surprised it has an animation too. Enter the battle phase? Yes. Wouldn't it be hilarious if they had a mirror force? Oh, thank God. I was actually scared there for a second. Excuse me, how do you match up so many UR garbage cards? Because my uncle works at Konami and gives me free gems. Oh, come on! Why do you have non-targeting removal? This is such BS. Oh my God. Oh, I could have used this. Gonna target Gimmick Puppet your control with card effects this turn. Rip your clip. I'm being punished for my hubris. Okay, we go into this one right here. Just use Monster Reborn. If your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 higher than yours. I got nothing. Your opponent has normal summoned a monster. Plague Spreader Zombie. XYZ Red Boar would do it, I guess. Would it though? Must be special summon with a rank up magic spell card. It doesn't seem like it would. Hey, it's Zara. Welcome in, Zara. We are playing very professional Gimmick Puppets. Actually, this is one of the few times I'm actually playing Gimmick Puppets. Usually I don't play Gimmick Puppets. Mr. Logs, the Zodiac Barrage came back to 1. Would it be okay? No. Probably, I don't know. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm gonna lose to Plague Spreader Zombie Beatdown. Ooh, I can special summon this card from my hand by discarding this one to the graveyard. Okay. And then I can go into another card. I can activate this card's effect right here to banish this card. I can't go into the instant win anymore, but I can still go into Draglubion and just win normally. It's weird how C11 mentions materials despite being unable to summon that way. Wait, what? What is this? I don't know. I'm not reading that. Wait, how come I can't go into Draglubion? During the main phase, if you control his Link Home card, activate this effect. You cannot summon for X for his turn, except for Machine Xyz monsters. Also, take one Gimmick Puppet monster from your deck, and you can add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Then, if all monsters you control are Gimmick Puppet monsters, you can special summon one Gimmick monster from your hand. Okay. Aren't you Xeno locked? She locks you into gimmicks? Oh, okay. I was unaware. Well, you can make Phoenix. How come I can make Phoenix? Phoenix isn't a Gimmick Puppet. Was it like... I think they're reading the card. Because I'm trying to use my effect and it's not working. Probably locked only for XYZ. It let me go into my Link monsters. Draglubion requires 3 monsters. It does not. It only requires 2. If it required 3, no one would use it. Oh my goodness gracious, my opponent. Let me play my turn. Oh! Shiranui style Swallow Sword? Oh no. Looks like I'm ham-boned. And a Forbidden Droplet. Okay. For good measure, yeah, exactly. Why are they doing that? Really trying to stop my effects from going off, that's why. Okay. Oh, and then they drew a card off of... Oh, they banished Squire from the deck. And then they discarded Algol. Pass. The Get Crunklogs. I'm trying my best. Okay, set 1, pass. Ooh, send a gift a monster of different names from your deck to the graveyard up to the number of monsters your opponent controls, +1. I don't know what this card does. Send a card from your deck to the graveyard? Okay. Do any of these have graveyard effects? I don't know. I'll send this one to the graveyard though. I can't special summon one from the grave, but I can't do anything with it. And the card in my hand requires me to have less life points than my opponent to use it. Redarn it? I don't want to. I made this deck like forever ago. Like 2 months ago before Runics and Labyrinths came out, and then they took over my life. This deck was made in a pre-Labyrinth Runic world. And I just could not stop playing Labyrinths and Runics for the life of me. I saw someone doing a clip of it. Wait, what? You need to make a tier list of the worst archetypes you've played. Man, what are some of the most unplayable archetypes I've played before? Ones that are just so bad, they just don't work. Voltic Bicorn? That's not really an archetype, though. Entity wasn't half bad. Runic is not fun. I love Runics. Cloudians worked. Ghost Tricks? Oh yeah, Ghost Tricks were completely unplayable. I can't believe how bad Ghost Tricks are. Like, it's crazy. Worms? Worms? You can do worms. They're just not very good, but you can do them. You haven't said Buffoon or Incorrigible Moron. That's because I'm trying to stop saying Buffoon and Incorrigible Moron. Because, like, I keep saying that. I said them too much. I was editing my own clips, and I was like, wow, you've said this like 3 times in the same duel. Get new material. Every deck which got carried by adding DPE? I stopped adding DPE because it wasn't making for interesting duels. Because the decks would basically just turn into bring out DPE and just, like, win with DPE. DPE is cringe. It is incredibly good. If your deck can include DPE, you should add it if you want to win But if you want to have entertaining duels for clips, you don't want to. But DPE is your boyfriend? The thing is, DPE is also just really good in certain decks, so I'll still include it anyway. Like, Fortune Ladies would not have worked without DPE. DPE just, like, carried them so hard. To, like, actually contribute to their win condition, too. Yeah, DPE, the best Fortune Lady card. Is it somehow possible to summon C11 Leo with 4 level 9 monsters? Sure, but it's really hard to just get 2 of them on the field. You see, when it comes to getting cards on the field, it's incredibly difficult to get more than 2 of any level of monsters. For XC summon specifically. Like, getting same level tokens on the field is not that difficult, but getting same level monsters that can go into an XC summon is very hard. Mr. Logs, you have many viewers today? Do I? I have the viewer count hidden. I have no idea people are watching. Doesn't Monstrosity summon 2 level 9s? It's easy to get like 2 level 9s, but it's hard to get more than 2 is what I'm trying to say. Dragoon is going to be banned forever? Dragoon's not even good. Over 600 viewers? Wow. Amazing. It's because of the clips. Well, did I just lose to this guy? Ooh, this card has a viewer. Ooh, I don't know what this card does. But it came out. He's trying his best to save me. Is he gonna save me? No, I'm 200 points away. I was so close. Mr. Longs has at least 1 viewer. I can't believe he got me with a Raigeki. Rip me. Rip Bozo. I was 201 life points away from living that turn. And then I would have come back for sure. Dragoon is literally just Griffin Rider with higher attack, and Griffin Rider is balanced in the OCG. Is banned in the OCG? Dragoon is also banned in the OCG. The OCG ban list is weird. I don't really understand why they do stuff there. At least the TCG kind of makes sense. It's like they're not hitting they made me go first. Banish 1 Gimmick Pub monster from your graveyard. All monsters you currently control become the banished monster's level until the end of this turn. Even if this card leaves the field, if it faces a Gimmick Pub monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Gimmick Pub monsters, special summon it. You can only use effect once per turn. Ooh. Nice. Awesome. I can special summon this card by discarding this card to the graveyard. Then I can activate Condolence Puppet to send this card to the graveyard. Then I can use this card to banish the other one. MD is better than the TCG. I love Master Duel. The dragons that rule. The Dragon rulers. Okay, then we can send both of these to the graveyard. I don't remember what this Link monster does, but it's probably good. Activate Gimmick Puppet Chimera. Select 1 card. Add it to your hand? Sure, whatever. Special summon a monster to the field? Sure, why not? Ooh, can I get another card out? No. Alright, and then pass. Hopefully they don't have a competent strategy. Then if all monsters you control are Gimmick Pub monsters, special summon 1 Gimmick Pub monster from your hand. You can only use effect once per turn. Hopefully they bricked. Oh, they have Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon packs. They might have bricked. That's exactly why Mystical Ref Panel is a UR. MD's change has so much cheese that just goes untouched. The list. I remember when Rongo Mini had Turbo was probably for a week, and why did people stop playing that? Because it's boring. They're going to destroy my Gimmick Puppet. Oh my god. What does this do again? I don't remember. Select one of your banished targets. Oh, it special summons it. Ooh. I don't know what this card does. Once, while face up on the field, you can target one given monster on the field. Destroy it. When this card is sent from your field to the graveyard, special summon 1 or 2 given monsters from your hand. Oh, I see. Enter the battle phase? No. Gimmick Puppet Chimera Doll. I can do it. True Light? Okay, whatever. True Light is fine. I need to get their life points down below 1,000. Select one card to special summon. When this card is normal summoned. Cannot be destroyed battle. Yeah, let's grab this one. Add it to the hand. Special summon it to the field. Okay. Then activate Gimmick Puppet Dreary Doll from the graveyard, banishing Biscuit Doll. Okay. Do you have the Gimmick Puppet rank 4? No. Okay, target one of your... Oh, banish one. Now it's level 8, so I can go into Disaster Leo. No, I had no clue you streamed. Watch all your vids. Hello there. Yes. My streams are so much different from my YouTube videos. Once per turn, if you have no cards in your spell and trap card zone, you can detach one material from this card. And if you do, place one destiny counter on this card. You can activate battle phase. If it has 3 destiny counters, you win the duel. Well, Dreary Doll, banish this card from your graveyard, then target one machine Xyz monster you control. Cannot be destroyed by battle your opponent's card effects while face up on the field. Oh, that would have been so good for the main dude. I can use Barrage Blast to get rid of all their cards. I'm going to use this anyway. TheDuelLogs is a Boy Scout in his videos? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, and then we'll go into the battle phase and just try to get their life points low enough so I can win when I eventually draw into my other card. Yeah, I'm going against a lot of anime decks today. Okay, and then we'll just pass. I need to draw into a rank up magic card now. Logs is mean. I'm not mean on my stream. I'm the nicest person who's ever existed. I feel like a lot of the good FTKs are unusable now that Supreme King Starving Venom was limited. Only FTK I can think of is a Machina. Mocking FTKs. Crappiest deck of all time. I think out of... Oh my god. Hopefully the effect is permanent. Oh, thank god it's permanent. Ooh, yeah. Activate Perform Pal Puppet. Select a card. I get a special summon one of my things back from the banish zone. Again? No, I protected it. I use this card. It makes it so it can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while it's face up on the field. Activate the effect of Barrage Blast? Not yet. Gimmick Puppets are so cute. Biscuit Doll? Okay. I don't really have a way to get this card out on the field. Unless I use Bigfoot. Come on. God damn it. I hit Bigfoot. Oh, well, at least Bigfoot destroys something. Let's destroy this card over here. True Light is destroyed, which destroys all the monsters, and there's... Oh my god, it was a Morphine Jar. Ooh, I can get them to a low enough threshold to win. 3,200. They're below 2,000 life points. If I just draw into the rank up magic card, I win. Because I can just detach all the materials and then just go hog wild. Because I think it only does 1,000 damage. And then I use Barrage Blast to get rid of all the materials. Hopefully they put out some cards so I can actually destroy. Thunderbird. Okay. Let's use Thunderbird to try to... God damn it. Special summon. Let me see if this even works. Activate the effect now. Select a material to detach. We'll detach this one. Decide. We'll destroy this card. Then from the graveyard, I can use Gimmick Puppet Dreary Doll. Banish this card. Special summon it out. And then let's just attack. There's no point in waiting. If I'm stalling out wins, I can get off the win condition, then I might as well just play it in solo mode, you know? The BM logs? Yeah, pretty much. Let me see. Standard details, match history. They were playing... It's always Blue Eyes. It's never not Blue Eyes. I can get this off. I need to go second. What is this deck? It's Gimmick, Puppet, Disaster, Leo, Instant Win. It's just really bad, okay? I'm trying my best to not be bad. All right. Man, Blue Eyes must be at least a tier 1 if everybody plays it. I don't get why people love Blue Eyes so much. But the funny thing is, people love Blue Eyes so much, and yet Konami refuses to print good cards for them. It's like they could make good cards. They have the capability of making the most broken stuff ever, and they just don't. Their idea of a good card is like Jet Dragon. Which, sure, Jet Dragon's nice and everything, but it's not enough. They had Dictator of D, which was also another good card, but it wasn't enough. They need more stuff like that. I think Dictator of D and Jet Dragon were like the only 2 pieces of support they made that was like, hey, we do know how to make good cards for this archetype. We just don't like to. Duel Links, everybody plays Blue Eyes on Duel Links. Like, yeah, they have good Blue Eyes cards. And then they're like, here's also the new Blue Eyes Fusion card. You need to have monsters on the field to use it, and you can't use it during the battle phase. And it doesn't work in the graveyard. Screw you. Here's this new card that allows you to unbrick your hand, but only if you specifically have the original vanilla Blue Eyes monster in your hand. It can summon the Blue Eyes from your hand once per turn. Amazing. But, like, you know, you have to bounce a card back because, like, imagine if we let you special summon a vanilla monster from your hand once per turn. That would be crazy. We can't do that. You have to lose resources to do that. Meanwhile, they print, like, you know, here's this card that floats into advantage and then has advantage for days. And then also blows up your opponent's entire field for advantage. Took him 10 minutes to summon 1 monster. Yeah, you're right. Let's not sit through this. Branded Fusion. Like, they have Branded Fusion, and then they give Blue Eyes a freaking quick play Fusion card, which can't be used during the battle phase. Which is like, are you kidding me? What's the point in making a quick play then? I mean, the point of making a quick play is so you can use it to dodge effects during your main phase. But, like, why? Why the restrictions? Blue Eyes is not an archetype that needs restrictions. They could have made the Blue Eyes Fusion work during the battle phase, and they chose not to, specifically to try to balance the card, which is so unnecessary. Ooh, if only I had a way to go into the rank up magic card, this would be game over. Let's reveal Gimmick, Puppet, Disaster, Leo, summon this card, activate Thunderbird, don't hit Thunderbird. Nice, 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 nice hit. Special summon Thunderbird from the hand, draw into a card, special summon Draglubion. Special summon, this is a Machine XYZ monster. Excellent. I needed 1 more if I wanted to go into the real card I wanted. What does this card even do? Your opponent controls more monsters than you do. Special summon Gimmick Pub monsters with different names from your deck up to the difference. Then, if your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 higher than yours, you can set 1 rank up magic normal spell directly from your deck. Oh. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except for Gimmick Puppet monsters. Well, this is a 1-card setup. No wonder I played this card. But why is it a trap? This is a going second card, and it's a trap? Oh my god. What's the instant win condition? I need to have my opponent's life points below 2,000. I need to bring out a rank 9 monster. And I need to remove all of its materials. Blue Eyes too strong in junior format? True. Also, why is the Blue Eyes Eternal Soul infinitely worse than the actual Eternal Soul? I know, right? Like, why does it destroy all your cards when it's destroyed? Also, why doesn't it give it pure immunity like the other ones do? Dino Mist Charge. They're going to go into their Dino Mist cards. Once per turn, if a Dino Mist card is added from your field to your extra deck face up, add one of those cards to your hand. Ooh, Dragon Pulse Magician. Once per turn. Eternal Soul also blows up your field just like the Eternal Soul does. I know, but like, at least Eternal Soul makes your cards immune to card effects, you know? The Blue Eyes one just makes them immune to being targeted. 1, 2. At least Eternal Souls can proc Dark Magic Circle. That's true. You can use the Blue Eyes one to proc Danger Zone, I guess. But then again, so can Dark Magician. Why are there limited / banned normal / vanilla monsters? For lore reasons. Perform Power Dramatic Theater. What the hell does this card do? Monsters you control gain 200 attack for each monster you control with a different type. Once per turn, if you control 4 Perform Power monsters of different types, special summon 1 Odd Eyes monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. This card seems fun. I want to play this card. I want to make a Dramatic Theater deck. I gotta write this down. Perform Pal Dramatic I didn't know this card existed. Condolence Puppet. Nice. Why dog find out bad is good? I just go against Sword Soul and Branded. Wait, why DuelLogs find a lot of bad decks in gold? I just go against Sword Soul and Branded. I go against a lot of Sword Soul and Branded too. Today's a special case. I think there's just more people playing today because it's the weekend. Select a card to send to the graveyard. I have a Dreary Doll in the graveyard. Let's send this one to the grave. Logs fights Branded on the regular. Yeah, I do fight Branded a lot. Just not today. Oh, they had Dictator of D? They had Dictator of D? Why? What are you doing? DuelLogs just pays his opponents to play trash decks? I wish. I can't even pay my own fans to play trash decks and viewer duels. I see you guys bring in your, like, infinite combo pendulums. Hello, Mr. Logs. Hello there, Lone Suki. How's it crack-a-lackin'? Okay, what did they activate? Perform-a-Pal Lady Yange. Today has been a Sky Striker day. I have not gone against a single Sky Striker deck. Where are my Sky Strikers at? My card currently can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. It is literally immune to the world. Okay. A Bigfoot? Wow, I can't use it. Special summon. Cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects while it's face up on the field. Your opponent cannot target impact monsters with card effects this turn. I think all the times I've seen you play it, it's always been tier 6 decks. The tiers only go up to 3. Basically, your deck is either tier 0, tier 1, tier 2, or rogue. They don't actually have tier 3. Basically, you just call like a bad deck tier 3. Exactly my point. Ah, okay. It's a hyperbole. Wait, what? Once per turn, discard one pendulum monster. That monster gains 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. Not enough. Because my card can't be destroyed by battle either. I mean, there's table 500. A 5th rated duelist with a 6th rated deck. Excellent. Rogue decks. Yeah, when it comes to tiers, what is an example of a tier 2 deck? A tier 2 deck is anything that tops an event and gets at least like one spot. Like Labyrinth is chronically a tier 2 deck in like all formats. It manages to find spots at events, but not in high enough numbers to become tier 1. Oh, I can finally use Puppet Parade. I kind of want to wait though. Where do you draw the line between Rogue and Gimmick? Rogue and or Gimmick? I don't know. What do you mean? Battle phase? Wait, why are they going to the battle phase? They can't destroy my cards. They can't be destroyed by card effects or battle this turn. Okay. Let him cook. I'm trying to let him cook. Just like the Crooked Cook. The Crooked Cook Exodia deck that Rosamie was playing on her stream. Do y'all remember that? Oh wait, I don't know if you guys watched that or not. Do you think we're getting any new card types after Links anytime soon? I sure hope so. They need to do like the hero power system already. That would be awesome. Select a card to special summon. This one. Wait, where's my rank up magic card? Oh, are you kidding me? The only reason I used that was to go into a rank up magic card. I hate it here. Your life points have to be lower. I know that now. Why is it that bad things only ever happen to me? Special summon out Disaster Puppet Leo. Destroy one face-up card on the field. I need to actually destroy my own card. I need to have no spell traps. So let's do this. Activate Danger Bigfoot. Alright. Activate Danger Bigfoot. It's only my opponent's cards? I was afraid of that. I didn't want to read it because I feared what was right in front of me to be true. Oh my god. You have got to be kidding me, right, Meow? Okay, I guess we're just winning the old-fashioned way then. This one's only my opponent's cards too, right? Then target that many cards on the field and destroy them. Oh no, it's any cards. I didn't want to read. I need the rank up magic card anyway. Okie dokie. How do I clear my field? Why don't they have Heavy Storm unbanned? Oh my god, did they just draw into a 7? That means they can go into stuff. Hello, TheDuelLogs, how are you? I'm doing goodly. Good enough. I don't like to think too hard about it. They can summon one monster from the extra deck to the extra monster zone. They have Spinos, who can attack directly if you play it correctly. And then the end phase. I don't know how often Konami releases new cards. Any ideas, chat? They release them every day. Is this a ranked game? It is! It may not seem like it, but it is. During the turn this card was activated, destroy this card and then get rid of it and then go into other stuff. Okay. Okay. I can totally win with this instant win of... I finally drew into it. Neither player can target cards in the field. Card effects: detach one material from this card, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. During your end phase, if your opponent's life points 2,000 less and you have no materials, you win the duel. I'm scared. What if I fuck this up? Okay. We go into this card. How many life points do they have? I can only do... Alright. Alright. Barrage Blast. Gimmick Puppet. Detach all 4 materials. 1, 2, 3, 4. And attack with both of them for 6,500 points of damage. And then... No! Don't! Don't surrender! I had it! I had it! All I had to do was wait for the end phase. All I had to do was wait for the end phase. I finally pulled it off. And he quits before I can get the win. How? These people usually, like, wait. They stick it out forever. Oh, my God. Well, I mean, I basically got the effect off. He just quit out before I could finally get the actual effect. Like, I did it. That was it. That was game over. Like, as soon as I entered the end phase, he lost. A boomer pile deck? Yeah, it was a boomer pile deck. Like, I got it. That counts. If I make a clip of it, I'm going to say I got the instant win off. Because I totally did. He just quit before I could technically win by the effect. Yeah, I was 2 buttons away from winning. No, you didn't do it. You no, I did it. He just quit before it could actually, like, go through. Okay. So. I have to go play World of Warcraft. Someone in my guild messaged me, was like, do you want to do Mythic Plus? And I was like, yes, I need to do that to get gear. So, I'll do the other decks later. Go to solo mode, do it there? No. I'm going to send you guys over to Meowie. She started streaming too. Aku Meowie. Do you guys know who Aku Meowie is? Stream it? You want me to stream my Mythic Plus? No, Mythic Plus is boring to watch. If I do stream, it'll be on the secret stream. Okay, we're going to go over to Aku Meowie. Say hello to Aku Meowie. She's a friend of the channel. Make sure to be nice. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.